Most people don't respect you, they tolerate you, they use you. They forget you the moment you leave the room. And here's the worst part. You trained them to do it. Every time you said yes when you wanted to say no. Every time you laughed at a joke that cut too deep. Every time you lowered your standards just to feel accepted. You taught the world to see you as disposable. Men today are starving for respect, but they're too afraid to command it. You walk around with your head down, hoping someone will finally see your worth, but no one's coming. No one sees a man who doesn't see himself. You think being nice is enough? That staying silent and humble will earn you admiration? No. This world values strength, certainty, presence, and right now, you're invisible. This is the hard truth. If people don't value you, it's because they're not trained to. And today, I'm going to show you how to fix that by becoming the kind of man whose presence demands respect without saying a word. You know that feeling when you walk into a room and no one notices? You speak and people talk over you. You give and no one gives back. You show up for others, but when you need them, silence. No one talks about this, but a man can live his whole life unseen. Not hated, not loved, just ignored. And that's worse than hate. There's a man I once knew, quiet, loyal, always there for everyone. He gave his time, his energy, even his money. Always the nice guy, always trying to be liked. But when he hit rock bottom, divorced, broke, depressed, not a single soul showed up for him. He gave everything and got nothing in return. He trained the people around him to expect his sacrifice, to demand his silence, to never give him what he needed. And that's the fate of most men today. They think love will come if they just keep giving. They think respect is earned by being agreeable, but they wake up one day alone, bitter and invisible. This is how dreams die, not with a bang, but with quiet desperation. And if you don't change, that's where you're headed. But here's the moment everything changes. The man looks in the mirror one day and says, no more. No more people-pleasing. No more self-abandonment. No more weakness. This is the rebirth. This is when the warrior wakes up inside him. He starts saying no without guilt. He stops chasing people and starts building himself. He walks into a room and owns it, not by yelling, but by radiating certainty. This isn't arrogance, it's presence. It's the result of brutal self-discipline. You see, value is communicated without words. It's in how you walk, how you look people in the eye, how comfortable you are with silence. You're at war with your weaker self, the version of you that needed validation to feel alive. Now you cut him out like a cancer. You show up to the gym when it hurts. You work in silence while others post fake progress online. You sharpen your mind with books instead of dopamine. You lead with your actions, not your mouth. And slowly, the world starts responding differently. People begin respecting your time. Women look at you with a new kind of curiosity. Your presence creates tension and admiration. Why? Because now you're not trying to be liked. You're rooted, grounded, dangerous in the best way. You've trained them, without saying a word, to value you, and they don't even know why. Here's the truth. People value what isn't easily available. They respect boundaries. They respect mystery. They respect strength. If you're always available, always explaining, always giving, you're not respected. You're used. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." That's the code. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about motivation. It's about survival. A man who doesn't command respect is slowly dying inside. He loses his edge. He becomes soft. He forgets who he is. But when you reclaim your presence, your discipline, your power, you become unforgettable. In a world that wants you weak, being strong is rebellion. In a world that rewards attention seekers, being silent is dominance. In a world of noise, your stillness becomes loud. You don't need to beg to be seen. You need to become someone who can't be ignored. So here's what you do. Stop explaining yourself. Start acting like your time is valuable, even if no one else does yet. Look people in the eyes and hold the silence. Say no without flinching. Walk away when your value isn't recognized. Build yourself until your presence speaks louder than your words. This is not for everyone. Most men will ignore this message. They'll keep chasing approval, hoping the world will someday get them. But not you. You're not meant to be invisible. You're meant to walk into the world like a force of nature, and that starts now. Prove to yourself and to the world that you're a man who trains others to value him by first valuing himself. Because if you don't, you'll spend your life wondering why no one ever saw you, and that's a regret no man should ever carry. Most men will ignore this. You won't. I dare you to prove me right.